Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. So, welcome everybody. I always post on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. I usually do a quick and easy on Wednesday, a card on Tuesday, and a more detailed 3D on Sunday. I love 3Ds. Sometimes I'll stick another video in here and there, but most likely it's going to be a haul or something related to Stampin' Up because I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Yeah, so that's it. So today we are doing a fun fold. We are doing a pop-up card, and guess what I'm using? I'm using again the Gingerbread. I have to remember, it's called Gingerbread and Peppermint Sweet. But I am just using the bundle, which is the Frosted Gingerbread bundle, which, did you see my video on Sunday? You need to check it out because it's really cute. So these are what I shared, this little treat box, and it is a milk carton. So if you all know how to do the milk carton, this will be really easy for you. It's so fun, and they're really, really nice to give as gifts because it holds a lot of goodies. You can even put a little small gift on it, but I love these for little treats. All right, so that's what I did. So I used the same materials I used for those for this. So I used the tailored tags, and I used the Frosted Gingerbread bundle for this one. So this is it. I went ahead and I cut out all these pieces ready to go because I want to show you how to do the pop-up, which is very easy, but there is some measuring that you have to do because we are putting 3 little gingerbread in there. Aren't those cute? Oh my goodness. I love these. I had to cut these out. I don't know if you saw my haul, because I have a haul on all the new stuff coming out August 3rd. So the holiday mini comes out August 3rd along with Celebration. Celebration goes through September, and the holiday catalog goes through the end of December, I think up to January 1st. So this is what I'm sharing. Isn't that adorable? I talked about how I wish I would have cut these all out and showed you because these are so adorable. And on these, I used the real red for the background. I didn't use the gingerbread because this is the cinnamon cider. And the cinnamon cider would have blended in, I think, too much with this. I wanted it to really show up. So that's why I used the real red. But this one, I did use the background cinnamon cider to look like gingerbread. Isn't it adorable? Oh my goodness, I love this. So this is the front of it. I did stamp the background, and I'll show you all of that. So there is a lot involved in this. It didn't really take that. I think it took me all of 30 minutes to do this whole card, including the inside, including running everything through my cut and emboss. So this one right here is just part of the designer series paper, and I used some Wink of Stella to give it a little bit of sparkle, which you probably cannot catch in the video. It's so hard to catch in the video. And then I used the large tailor tag for this part. And then these are the little peppermints that I used on the box. And then I just used this extra trim on here. So isn't it fun? All right, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started because there's a lot to it. So what you're going to need for this is a piece of, this is the cinnamon cider. It goes perfect with this bundle. And it's 8.5 by 5.5. And you're going to score it at 4 1/4. And then that's a basic card. And then this piece is a little bit smaller. It's 5 1/4 by 8 1/4, and you're going to score it at 4 1/8 because it's going to fit inside like that. You're going to mat it with a piece that's 5 by 3 3/4, and then this is going to go on the bottom just for a little extra trim. And this piece is 3/4 by 5 1/4. And like I said, I cut everything out, and I'm going to show it all to you because we do have to glue some of these together. So here's our little trim. All of this is from the same bundle, and I'll show you the bundle here in a minute. These little, I love these little peppermints. I had to put them on there. They were so cute. And then these are the gingerbread. So you cut this layer, and then you cut these, and then they just fit inside like that. If you didn't see my other video, that's how that works. So we're going to just glue these onto these pieces. So that's our little gingerbread. And this is the bundle right here. So it's the frosted gingerbread. Isn't that cute? I love the sentiments. I used the "You're the icing to my gingerbread" on the front of this card, and then I just used "Wishing you a Merry Christmas" on the inside. And then this is the gingerbread dies. This is even half of them. We also have that too. So you can switch it out if you want to put the ornament on there, you can do that. But look at all these. This is the tailor-made tag. But the rest of these, except for that, this is part of the tailor-made tag too. All of these are part of this. There are a lot of dies in here. There are 20 dies in here. So this is how you make the peppermints with these little pieces here and the circles. So isn't that, and this is the trim, this trim right here. All right, I think that is everything. This is the tailor-made tags that I was talking about. We are using the largest one from here. And then the designer series paper is this gingerbread and peppermint. They're 6 by 6. And this is what I cut the 2 little snowflakes on the front of the card from, and here's the other one that I cut from there, using the same dies. So you can cut whatever one you want. There are some other ones that you can cut out as well in here, but the paper is super adorable, both sides. This is the same designer series paper. This is the back of it, but it comes all from the same designer series paper. So everything is from all the same materials that we used on the box. So if you get this suite, or if you get this bundle, because you can get everything separate if you want, you can make the card and the box as well. All right, first thing that I want to do, because I don't want to forget to do it, is to stamp the front of this, because I sometimes will forget. We're using cinnamon cider on the cinnamon cider, and I'm using the snowflake for this one, but you can use whichever one you want. And I'm going to fold it like this because I am going to stamp some off so it looks more natural. So we're just, you can even stamp off and make it a little bit lighter if you like it lighter. But you just do it randomly. You don't have to be perfection because we're covering a lot of it on here. Let's turn that around and use this side here. So that's it. That's all that we're stamping on there. Let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment, which I'm using Real Red for. And it is "You're the icing to my gingerbread." That here, and then I'm going to glue the little piece using my glue here. I'm going to glue this little reinforcement. That's what I'm calling these, because that's what we used to call them when we were kids. I know I'm probably really dating myself, but that's what we used to call them. If anybody else has a different name for them, you can let me know. Alright, so that's the tag right there, and then we're going to glue all these together on here. So just put it randomly on here. You can just, I usually just put it in the largest spaces. And press that down really good, because there is really fine detail on these. There are some little spots. One thing, this glue dries very clear, so don't be afraid to use it. This is the most adorable bundle. I love it. So these are all available August 3rd. That's when our catalog goes live. And if you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like a catalog, you can contact me on my blog at StampingWithAmore, or you can just shop from my blog if you one that likes to just shop off of the internet. which for me that's the easiest way, but sometimes you like to see it in the catalog, so that's why I'm offering the catalog. All right, so there's all our pieces. Now what we're going to do is let's set these all aside and we'll finish this front up later. Let's get busy on this part. So I'm going to go ahead and add the adhesive. You want to mat this first, this top piece, because we are cutting our little pieces that are going to make this pop up. And you can see that I marked on here these little marks, and I'm going to tell you right now exactly what you have to do. So when you fold it in half, so make sure this is the matted side that you are going to cut on here, because it really doesn't matter, but it's easier if you just mark one side. So this piece, you are going to mark it just a little dot. You're not going to even see this. It's going to attach to the inside of the other card, so it doesn't matter that you mark it. You are going to mark this at 1/2, 1, 2 1/4, 2 3/4, 4 1/8, and 4 5/8. So I measured it out so that they are all even. So you have like a 1/2 inch here and a 1/2 inch here, 1 1/4 in between each one of these. And then turn it sideways, and then I just marked here because I want this middle one to stick out further. So that's at 1 1/2 inch. So you can mark it at 1 1/2 and mark this one at 1 and this one at 1. It makes it a little bit harder to fold it when they're different lengths, but just a little wiggling will help you. So what you're going to do now, you're just going to take it and you're going to cut down straight to that mark that you marked down here. And you're going to cut this one straight to that mark. See that right there? And you're going to do the same with this. This one's going to be the longer one. So try to keep these as straight as possible. You can even draw a line down, but I can get really straight with these scissors. So then we're doing that to that line, and then this one is to the 1 inch. So you're going to have 3 right here. So can you see that? There's 1, 2, and 3. So then what you're going to do is these are going to pop out like that. And they're going to fold on here. And this is where it's going to be a little bit tricky, especially when you mat it. But these will fold out. And I usually try to get that middle one to fold first because it's the longer one. You want them to fold to there. So just put your finger in there and then press this down and then go across and make that really, really sharp. So then when you open it, you have your 3 little things sticking out. Always do your middle one. If you're going to keep this one longer, I did because these are pretty big pieces and I didn't want them to really hit each other. So that's why I made this one come out a little bit further. But always work on that middle one first. It goes really easy, actually. Just work on that one and get that one folded first, and then you can get your other 2. So then these pieces are going to go on here like that. So we are going to put this, let's see, it doesn't really matter how you put these. So you want them to be inside of here when you glue them on. So if one is, let's do the bell in the middle this time. These are a little bit wider. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put wet glue here, just on the white part there. And you're going to, oops, I'm going to put that one on here. Don't put it all the way, don't let it touch the bottom, just above that area so that this will fold flat. And we're going to do this one. Put it on that one too. Just make sure when you put them on that they are inside I don't know if I got that one inside of me. Need to scoot it over a little bit. Let's see. Nope. That's another way you can tell if it's inside, is when you close it. Wow. Maybe I need to put that one on the center because that's a little bit wide. Let's put this one on here. Yes, that's much better. So move them around, because if you can't get them on, this one's a little bit wider than the bell, so then I just press them down. Just like that, and see how they pop up there? Aren't they cute? So just work with those, and then let's put on our other piece right here. I'm gonna mat that, and I did leave a little tiny white space there because it has white space here. So we'll put that on, and then I'm going to stamp the sentiment using the cinnamon cider. I need to get this straight. Here's a little tip. I like to line them up on my grid paper, which we carry this grid paper. A lot of people ask, and yes, we do. We carry that grid paper. So it's really, really good for measuring and keeping them straight. I got a little bit of glue on there, so it's stuck to the glue. But it's all right. All right, now we're ready to put this inside. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to just put, you don't want it on the end, you just want it on all these pieces. So I'm using a lot of glue because I want it to stay. I'm going to be so ahead of the game this year, y'all, with my cards. I'm super excited. I always usually try to do that because I like to do Christmas in July, so I usually have like some cards and 3D things all ready to go. So it's really fun. All right, so that's our top piece right there. I'm gonna have to clean that off because that glue is sticking. And then you're just gonna fold that side down. You're gonna put a lot of glue, and then you're just gonna fold this one up. Just like that. All right, so see that? You can see in the middle right here where the glue stuck. I should have cleaned it before I stamped it, but I'll have to fix that later. Isn't that cute though? Oh, I love this paper too. And on the other one, I used this little dotted paper. This one I used the little squares. All right, so let's put on our trim here. So the trim, you're going to have to cut it because it is a little bit longer. But I just did the whole thing. And then, let's see, do we want it this way or this way? Let's do it this way. I think that's what I did last time. So we're going to put that down. Make sure it's straight. Again, you can use your grid paper. And then we're going to use this one. You can tell I used scrap paper, right? Because it's black on the other side. This was a piece of scrap that I had printed something on. So we're going to do this one down here. And then I'm just going to trim these pieces here. Like that. Isn't that pretty though? Oh my goodness, this trim is so pretty. All right, let's add our ribbon. So I'm using the sheer real red. I don't think I showed it. Oh yes, I did show it in the haul, but we're just gonna, we did have this from last year, and it came back. I love this ribbon. You'll see me use it a lot because I love it. So pretty, and it's really easy to tie. So I'm going to use a glue dot. So let me grab my glue dots. And I'm just going to use a glue dot to hold this down. Like that. And I think I'm going to trim this just a hair more. Then we're going to add the adhesive on here. I'm going to put this on here like that. Then I'm going to grab my little my little peppermints, not my gingerbread, but I'm going to put that. You can see, you know how I talk about this glue drying real fast? You can see that right there. That's what happens if you don't keep your pin in it. It's something that kind of bothers me, but I still love the glue. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to keep it till I find something better. But it doesn't get on my fingers. I love that. And then here's the one that I cut out of the designer series paper. And we're going to put this on here. And I'm also going to use some of our new, I couldn't wait to use these, so I did add them. These new matte decorative dots. All of this is going to be available August 1st, which, y'all, it's going to be here before you know it. We're almost halfway through this month already. So I put one here and then put another one down here. I think I'll use a little one this time on here. And then, last but not least, a little Winkostella, just to give it a little bit. You don't even need to add it on here. It's so cute. But it gives it that little bit of glitter. Just that little shine. You know, Christmas, you need that. Oops, got a little carried away with that one. Squeeze it too hard. Let me grab a paper towel so I don't mess it up. I don't want too much on it. It'll have to dry. All right. I got a little carried away with the Winkostella there. I shouldn't have squeezed it on here. I should have squeezed it off like I normally do. So that is it, everyone. There you go. Here's the other one that I didn't. Now this one's going to have to dry. But aren't they cute? And then I just love the insides of them. It's so fun. And it's really festive. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. All these will be available August 3rd. So don't forget to, celebrations going on at the same time, and you get to choose a free product for every $50 you spend. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a blessed one, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later. Bye.